Hello and welcome to my unicorn bubble. In today's video I have decided to talk about my chest tattoo that I got done last Saturday. Instead of just talking about it and not making any sense, I have decided to put together some questions that people always ask me about the tattoo, and I'm just going to go off them. So first question, what is it? Obviously a tattoo, haha. I'm so funny. So, first question, what is it? So it's a sculpture that was at the Burning Man festival in, I believe it was in Ukraine, if not then it was somewhere else, but it definitely is a sculpture by a Ukrainian artist, and it represents a disagreement between two people or an argument between a man and a woman. And them two little people are meant to be their souls, or like the kids that are trapped in adults' bodies. And obviously even though the adults are in an argument, the kids want to be together. And in the actual sculpture, the little people, or the kids, or the souls, they light up as well at night, so it looks really nice. You can look it up. I don't know what's it called, I just look up like either a love sculpture or kids in a cage sculpture. That works. That will definitely find it. It still needs some doing, so this took 3 hours to do, and I'm gonna have to go back for another 3 hours to do all the shading around it, and I don't know if it needs touch-ups. It just started scabbing now, so we'll see how it ends up. And then it definitely needs some like background and the bottom finishing, so they're not just like floating in the air. Our next question, did it hurt? Yes, it did. It didn't hurt as much like around here, like sort of in the middle of the people. It did hurt. The worst part was here in the middle, like just at the sternum, and here at like where the toes are. So she started doing the tattoo from here, like from the foot, and then as she was going up but like towards the knee and like just doing these lines, I could still feel it here, so it was just like a little electric impulse. It was killing me. And then like towards these little lines, that was alright, because she was always going like a little bit, tattooed a little line in and stopped, looked at the picture, so just to make sure that she's going like in the right direction and stuff. So, and then this bit was alright. The worst, I don't know, I couldn't really see what she was doing, because obviously I was like, my head, I was turning the other way, so I could feel like when she was tattooing here, I think I could still feel it down here, but I think as she was coming towards down here to the middle, that was really bad. Like this long line in the middle, like the back of the people, that was the worst ever. So she went up, because it's just a long line, she didn't have to stop or anything, so she went just slowly like this, and I could literally feel my skin opening up. Like it didn't obviously, but it was just as if somebody grabbed a knife and just really slowly just cut your skin up. That's what it felt like. So that was the worst part, and I was squeezing Phil's hand so hard, I think it went all blue and broken a little bit. And then so the rest was alright. When I say alright, I mean it didn't hurt as much. So yeah, so that was the worst part, the middle bit here. As she was going up these lines, I don't really know, it did hurt, but I could relax a little bit. What I tried to do, what I don't recommend doing, was hold my breath, because I was tensing this like left sort of arm and my boob. But yeah, I was tensing and holding my breath, because I felt like it hurt a little bit less, but then I felt dizzy. So yeah, don't hold your breath when you're getting tattooed, because it doesn't work. And then also this was alright, the arm, and when she was doing the top of his head, or this part here, this top line, it felt like, I know I'm being maybe a little bit graphic, but as she was doing this little line here, so from the neck up to the head, it felt like she was like in my throat, literally. I could feel it. I think she was going like down this way, so it felt like she was going down here, because I had to stretch my neck a little bit and like look that way so she could do it properly, and it literally felt like she was going like that. It felt like she was going down my throat here. And yeah, so that was the two worst bits, just the middle and this bit, and then obviously here as well. Yeah, so this little bit here was quite sore as well. It was pretty much the same as this foot here, but she was going a lot faster with this other person. I think because we had a little break after she finished the left side, then we had a little pee break. Like a 5-minute break, and then when she started doing this bit, it felt like it hurt a little bit more, because like every time we had a break, my body, I think it just thought like, oh, it's over now, so I can relax. But then she started obviously tattooing this bit again, and it just hurt a tiny little bit more. And then also she did like the outlines obviously first, and she left the people blank, so she just basically left a little like hole in there. So she finished the outlines on this other person, then we had another little break, and so the last, as last she was doing the little kids in the middle, and she had to like outline them with a Sharpie, so she knew, because she didn't do any outlines before. So before the third sort of part of tattooing, she grabbed the Sharpie and she had to outline them, but because like my skin was already irritated, it hurt as if she was tattooing it, so that hurt a lot as well. And then she just started doing basically the dot work, so she didn't do any shading or anything here, but she was doing the shading with dot work. The third question, is it sore now? Not anymore. It was sore for maybe a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. It was the worst I think the first 3 nights were the worst, because obviously it was healing and I had to put cream on it. I was putting, what was I putting on it? I bought cocoa butter. I had some coconut oil and some virgin olive oil hand cream. So that's what I was putting on it. It did help, but it was still sore obviously because it was fresh. And when I was sleeping, I had to sleep on my back, and I couldn't move. I couldn't even sleep on my side because I couldn't put my arms across like this. And I like to sleep on the side, cuddling the pillow and cuddling the covers, and my boyfriend sometimes. And yeah, so when I moved my arm too much, so I couldn't stretch like that, because obviously it was pulling the skin, and it was really sore, and I couldn't sleep on a side because I couldn't put my arm across because it was squishing the skin, so that was sore. So all I could do is like sleep like in a coffin. And also I've got a cat, and my cat likes to sleep on my chest, and it felt like he just wanted to sleep on my chest all the time just after I had my tattoo done. So yeah, I didn't have to, but I kept waking up to push the cat away to make sure that I'm not covering my chest, and to make sure that I sleep on my back. So it was a bit awkward, but then yeah, after about the 3rd day or 3rd night, it started like properly healing up, and it started scabbing. So that's when it started itching, and that was, oh my god, yeah. And it's still like the skin is still coming off and stuff. And it's not as itchy anymore. It doesn't hurt at all now. I can sleep on my side properly. I can move around and stuff. But I keep patting it, because as the skin is coming off, it's just itchy. So yeah, it looks horrendous at the moment. I don't think you can tell on the camera, but yeah, it basically looks like my chest is falling apart at the moment. But I'm pretty sure by the end of the week it will be all healed, and I can book another 3-hour session. Another question, why? Why? And also, I'll just put it in one question, and why on the chest? Why? Because I love tattoos, and because it's my body and I can do whatever I want with it. And why on the chest? Because I was thinking about it for quite some time. It took me about a year to decide. I've had so many ideas, so many pictures, so many places that I wanted to put a tattoo on, and then I've seen this sculpture. I think it was online somewhere. It might have been an article. I don't know. I just came across the picture, and I was like, well, that would make a really nice tattoo. And I like the actual sculpture, and I like what it meant. And I'm like, oh, I really want it, but I didn't know what I wanted on my chest or on my back, so I was thinking either the lower back or the chest, but then Phil said the lower back would be a tramp stamp, so that was out of question. And I wasn't really sure about the chest because obviously it's on show all the time, pretty much, especially in summer. And I work in an office, so I didn't really know if it was appropriate. But again, I don't care. So yeah, one day I just thought, well, fuck it, I might as well just get it done. So I booked it and I had it done, and now it's there, and I'm going to be going back for more because I just love tattoos and I always have. And finally, my family's reaction, especially my mum's reaction, she was not happy at all. Everybody else's reaction was, oh, it's nice, and like they liked it, and they obviously had the questions around it, but they were just like, oh, it looks really nice and like suits you and blah blah blah. My mum, no. My mum didn't speak to me for a day. I posted it on Facebook. I had it done on Saturday, so I posted it on Facebook straight away when I got home, which was about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I knew my mum wouldn't like it, and I know when my mum doesn't like the picture on Facebook or doesn't react to it in any way, that's not good. So I was waiting, and she was online, but she didn't even message me or anything. So I just thought, oh, maybe she's just not going to say anything, because when I had my piercings done, she's under same. So at first, when I had my tongue done, she thought that my friends forced me into it, but she knew I've always wanted to get pierced. And then as I was like getting more and more piercings, I used to have one here as well, and then she just stopped reacting to it because my mum and dad, obviously back in Slovakia, is not as popular and not as accepted as here in England or Britain in general, or maybe everywhere else apart from Slovakia. But yeah, they don't like tattoos, they don't like piercings. I waited all Saturday night. She didn't react to it at all, and then Sunday she messaged me in the afternoon and she was like, oh, now that you're online, I feel like I need to message you, or I can message you now while you're here. And then she basically just said, what have you done to yourself? Why on the chest? I don't like, I like the picture, I think the picture is nice, but I don't like the placement and the size of it at all. What if you go like to some nice place or like posh kind of thing? Basically, how's that gonna look like? I know you don't care what me and your dad think, but like it's not. You know, tattoo is for, oh, what did she say? You know, tattoo is for life, not just for like when you're young, and well, young, I'm 28, but yeah, not while you're a sweet 28 or something like that, nice 28, and all this. And basically what I said, I just replied to her that I didn't want to cause an argument because I knew they wouldn't like it, but I just said that I do care what they think and I do care about their opinions, but I've always done what I wanted, and I always ended up doing things my way, and I didn't really pay attention to what other people say about it. And I don't want to say I don't care, because I do care what my parents think, but it doesn't really influence my decisions. Right, so that was my parents' reaction. I did expect it, but tough, because they know their daughter and they know that I took after them and they're the same. So right, so I've got a little clips from when I was in a tattoo studio, which I will include, some pictures as well, what it looked like when it was fresh, and then obviously when I got home and after I washed it a little bit, and you can see what it looks like now. And thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe and give it a little thumbs up if you want, and I will see you later. Bye!